Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
The shooting that took place in Ottawa this morning is actually the second attack in Canada this week. On Tuesday, 2 Canadian soldiers were deliberately run over. One of them was killed in Quebec. This was by a man with jihadist sympathies. Now, this attack took place following a vote in Parliament this month that authorized Canadian warplanes to bomb Islamic State militants in Iraq. The Muslim convert who was killed by the Quebec police was one of 90 suspected militants who are being tracked by Canadian authorities. Now, this particular militant had been visited by the authorities several times, most recently on October 9th. They even met with his parents and the imam at his mosque. They say it was in an effort to get him to change his views. Now, these guys being under surveillance by the authorities, very similar to what we learned about the Tsarnaevs. On Tuesday, Canada raised its domestic terror level from low to medium. This was due to an increase in general chatter from radical Islamist organizations like ISIL, Al-Qaeda, Al-Shabaab, and others. But they did stress at the time that there was no specific threat. Now, that chatter is said to have begun about 5 days ago. Now, this particular attack has also prompted the FBI to raise its alert posture as well. Now, you'll recall that we reported that ISIS chatter was being heard here in America as well. There were calls for radicalized Americans to go to the homes of U.S. soldiers and slaughter them. ISIS buddy John McCain said that an attempted attack on U.S. soil was inevitable in the near future. Now, the attack that took place in Ottawa this morning is still under investigation to see if it has any links to terrorism, but witness description says he's Caucasian, 30-ish, with a Palestinian-type headscarf, already suspecting that this culprit is white Al-Qaeda. Fox News is also leaning heavily on the terror angle. A former CIA analyst told the network that he believes ISIS or Al-Qaeda is responsible for the shooting.
I think this is more than an act of homegrown terrorism.
So if it's not Ebola, it's going to be the tried and true terrorism. You can never let a good crisis go to waste. And now that the media has already dubbed this week's attacks the end of innocence for Canada, we can expect to see the buildup of the type of police state that's already well underway in Britain and the U.S.
In the past decade, we have witnessed unparalleled scientific discoveries in the area of health. But no one has put together a formula that focuses directly on brain health, nerve growth factors, and optimizing your cellular energy at the same time. DNA Force is one of the most expensive formulas to produce. Some of the ingredients in DNA Force are $12,000 a kilogram. We are using the coveted, patented, only American source of PQQ, CoQ10, and more. You want the best that's out there at the lowest price anywhere? Well, we're bringing you a total win-win. The ultimate value, cutting-edge, trailblazing game changer that also supports the InfoWar. We have produced a limited run of DNA Force, and it will take up to 12 weeks to produce more once we sell out. Secure your DNA Force today at InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139. DNA Force from InfoWars Life.